morning, dear students. We have completed two chapters, force and pressure and friction. Now today we will start the third chapter of physics. The name of the chapter is sound. About chapter, the first question arises, what is sound? So we are listening something, that thing is known as sound. So the sound is the form of energy which makes us able to hear. That form of energy is known as sound. So sound is the form of energy which produces a sensation of hearing, or which makes us able to hear. That form of energy is known as sound. Now it is the form of energy, invisible form of energy. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be transferred from one form to another form. The second question about sound, that we are listening sound, from where it comes or how it is produced. So we will discuss these things. The second thing about sound is how is it produced. Sound is the form of energy which produces a sensation of hearing. Sound is produced by vibration. When any particle vibrates, then the sound will produce. Normally, if we stretch a rubber in our finger, if we stretch that rubber and when we left it, it will vibrate. When it will vibrate, it will produce sound. When any utensil fall down from our hand, it starts producing sound. When we put our hand on the utensil, it stops vibrating, and when it stops vibration, or when we stop vibration, it stops, or sound will not come. Same in schools, we have ringing bell, which we hit with hammer. So when we hit the bell with hammer, the bell start vibrating, and when it vibrates, it produces sound. When we hit the bell with hammer, and when we touch the bell suddenly, when we touch, we stop vibration, and when we stop vibration, at that time the bell will not produce any sound. So sound is produced by vibration. Only when the material or object will vibrate, then only sound will produce. When we clap, sound comes. When we clap, the skin of our hands vibrate. When we beat the drum, at that time the skin of the drum vibrate. So due to the vibration, sound is produced. In labs or in laboratory, we have a device for the production of sound. That device is known as tuning fork. It is a Y-shaped object. It is known as tuning fork, and it is used to produce sound in laboratory. Or in labs, we are using tuning fork to produce sound. When we hit the tuning fork at any object, these edges start vibrating, and when they vibrate, they will produce sound. Now, about human also we have how the human being produce sound. So in our throat we have vocal cords. In our throat we have vocal cords. These are of this shape. A narrow split is present in the vocal cords. When the air comes through this split or this cell, the vocal cords start vibrating. These vocal cords, when vibrate, then we produce sound. So in human being have vocal cords. Due to the vibration of vocal cord, the humans produce sound. And how the vocal cords vibrate? Because when the air passes between the vocal cords, they start vibrating. And when they vibrate, they produce sound. Similarly, when we use a paper to make a whistle, when we blow air fastly on a paper, it produces a sound. How it produces sound? Because when we blow air on the paper start vibrating, and when it starts vibrating, it will produce sound. So from these examples we have discussed, or we conclude that sound is produced by vibrations. Without vibration, sound cannot be produced. Now the third question is, I am speaking and the sound is audible to you. The next thing is how the sound reaches to you. So about this we will discuss. when I'm speaking, the sound is audible to you. The next thing is how the sound reaches to you. So when sound produced, suppose we have a tuning fork. This is a tuning fork. In air we have particles. These are the particles. When this tuning fork moves this side, it will push the particles in this direction. So they will come close to each other. The next step will be when the tuning fork moves this side, the particles will come close to each other. And this is known as compression. Compression is a region which have high density or high volume. Compression is a region which have high density and high volume. Now when the tuning fork moves this side, the more space will be available to the particles. When more space will be available to the particles, they will be far away from each other. So another situation will create, particles will be away from each other. And this is known as rarefaction. Rarefaction, a region which have low density or low volume. So compression is a region which have high density and high volume. A region which have low density, that is known as rarefaction. Due to consecutive compression, the sound travels. How the sound travels? First, when this particle will vibrate, it will move in this direction. The vibration will reach to the next particle. Now when it start vibrating, it will touch the next particle. It will start vibrating. When it will touch the next one, it will start vibrating. When it will touch the next one start vibrating. Similarly, another example related to this, when we are in a queue or when we are in a line, if the last student push the other students, then all will fail. Why? Because the last one pull the next one to next one, and in this way the force is exerted, so they all fall down. Similarly here, the vibration transferred to the next particle, and due to the transfer in the vibration, the sound reaches to the receiver. This is the producer of sound, and here we have receiver. Due to the transfer of the vibration in the particles, the sound reaches to receiver. Now the next thing is, sound require a medium to travel. It cannot travel in vacuum. What is vacuum? A region which have no particles, where no air, no particles or nothing else present, that region is known as vacuum. In a vacuum, sound cannot travel. We require a medium for the transmission of sound. Now what is medium? We have mainly three mediums: solid, liquid and gas. So in these three mediums, the sound travel. Solids, sometimes when we are standing at the railway track, near the railway track, and the train is not visible to us, then by touching the railway track we can feel that the train is coming or not. Why this happens? Because in solid the sound travels. So when we touch the railway track with our ear, the sound is audible to us. Same in liquid, if you have an electric bell and if you use that bell inside water, and when you switch on the bell will ring and the sound is audible to us. So that is, it means the sound can travel in liquid also. And in gas, I am speaking, that sound is audible to you, it means the sound can travel in gases also. Now the question is, in which medium the sound travel fastest, and in which medium the sound travel slowest. So in solid the sound travel fastest, and in gases the sound travel slowest. Why this happens? That sound travel fastest in solid and slowest in gases. Because in solid the particles are closely packed, and in gases the particles are away from each other. So when this particle will vibrate, suddenly the next one will vibrate, with the next one the next vibrate, with the next, and similarly all will vibrate within a nanoseconds. So sound travel fastly in solids. Now in gases, this particle will vibrate, it will take time to reach here. When it reach here, when it will touch this particle, this will vibrate, and when this will vibrate, again it will move to this. It will again take some time to reach here, then this will vibrate. So in gases, the sound travels slowest, and in solid, the sound travels fastest. Or in liquid, the sound have moderate. In gases, we have nearby 340 meter per second. Somewhere you will get 342 meter per second, 344 meter second. Sorry. But mainly the speed of sound in air is 340 meter per second. It will travel 340 meter in 1 second. In liquid or in water, it is nearby 1500 meter per second. And in iron, it is nearby 3000 meter per second. So we can compare the speed. It is maximum in solids and minimum in gases. We have discussed why the speed is maximum in solid and why the speed is minimum in gases. So next one is sound require a medium to travel. It cannot travel through vacuum. Related to this, we have an activity. Suppose this is a glass vessel. In this glass vessel, I have fitted an electric bell. This is glass vessel. Electric bell.
Hello. हाँ. एक मिनट.
Switch. Vacuum. This vacuum pump is used to remove the particles which are present inside. Similarly, we are using it at our home vacuum pumps that suck up the things which are present outside. So same this will do, it will suck or it will remove the things which are present inside this. These particles will be sent out with the help of vacuum pump. Now, without starting vacuum pump, when we switch on the electric bell, it will start ringing. When it will ring, it will produce sound, and that sound is audible to us because the particles are present here. These particles send that vibration to the glass, and again glass send vibration to air. The next is when we start the vacuum pump, the particles start coming out. Again switch on the bell. When the vacuum pump is on, with the time, the volume of the ringing bell will reduce. The volume of the bell will reduce. Why the bell will ring or volume will reduce? Because when there will be no particles there. If we don't have any particles here, then the sound of the bell will or the vibration will not reaches to the glass. And when the vibration not reaches to the glass, it will not comes out. And while the vibration not reaches to outside, the sound is not audible to us. So to travel, sound require a medium. Or for the transmission of sound, it require a medium for the transmission. It cannot travel in vacuum. About this we have discussed in this activity. About speed we also have discussed. Speed is maximum in solid, then speed in liquid, and the speed is slowest in gases. So these are the things which we have discussed about sound. What is sound? Sound is the form of energy which produces the sensation of hearing. How it is produced? Sound is produced by the vibrations. How it travels? Sound is travel in the form of consecutive compression and rarefaction. In which medium or sound require a medium to travel? It cannot travel through vacuum. The maximum speed of sound in solid, then in liquid, and the speed is slowest in gases. We have discussed why the speed is slowest in gas and maximum in solids, because in solids particles are closely packed, so the speed is maximum, and in gases the particles are away from each other, so the speed is minimum. The next is